Hello, everybody. How are you on this Saturday? I hope you're doing good. I'm sorry. This is so late. But my dog, somebody already yelled at me for my dog making noise in the background. So, excuse me for my dog acting up. Hopefully he went to bed. And I don't know about you, but he's only a puppy and he's a year old. And if you can remember year-old kids, they they want your attention all the time. They want to be with you all the time, and that's what this puppy is like. He just loves me a lot. So forgive me for my dog if he acts up, okay? I'm sorry. I try my best not to make a lot of noise in the background, but sometimes it happens once in a while. Not that often, really. But anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. I just want to come on here tonight and, talk about the Summer Wells case and a few other things. But really just to have a chat with you guys and say hi. And I wanted to show you some things just to switch this up a little bit, just to put you in a different mood. I went to, just for something different, I have a very small home, a very humble home. It's not very exciting. It's small, but you know what? It's paid off. And it was a blessing from God. And it might be a humble home, but I like it. And it's homey and it feels comfy, so I'm okay with it. But you guys, I just wanted to show you a few treasures I got from the thrift store. I went to the thrift store today and I found this really cool, very vintage frame, and the picture's okay in it, but I don't think I'm going to keep the picture in it. I'm thinking I might do some kind of like vintage shabby French kind of like have this ivory inside and then put like French words on it or something. I don't know yet, but I got that. I have this tray. I thought it was really awesome. It wasn't that exciting. It was like that on the bottom, like, just wood. But I thought this would be so awesome as a picture on the wall, like just to hang up. But I painted this with different colors, like tans and browns, gray. And I shabbied it up, and I'm going to put something real cool. I don't know yet, but something vintage looking on the inside. And I'm thinking about hanging it up on the wall because I just love it. So, and I got this sign. It says happiness is homemade. And it's a super long sign. I don't know if you can see, but it's a super long sign, and I can repaint it because the words are okay, but I want to do something cute with it. And look at this old-fashioned paper I found. I thought it was so cute, and I might take these little birds and these little branches and decoupage them on something cute, maybe even on this frame, but yeah. I don't know if I turned on a light or something here. But, okay, so I don't know. I might have. But I like to do crafts. So I made this for my daughter-in-law. I just put a little note and, made a little note, put some of I love to save dry flowers. So, and this is like an old-fashioned antique napkin. And so I I had this wrapped up, but I wanted to show you what I made. I love these little stained glass, like little window things, you know. And these are my pressed flowers from my garden. So I really think she'll like that. I got her some other stuff too, but I really think she'll like that. And I just love to make things. And I love thrift store finds. I found this wheat at one of our local farm garden, whatever, one of those little vegetable stands. I don't know if there, I got the light off. But yeah, I got all these treasures that I'm pretty happy about. And I also got some, just all kinds of cute stuff. I don't know if you can see, but I got like this little olive thing up here, and I got this basket from the thrift store too. So yeah, I'm strange. I like old-fashioned things. And you know, it's not that I can't buy fancy new stuff. I just prefer the old-fashioned stuff because I am kind of old-fashioned, you know. I am old-fashioned. I'm old. I'm getting old. So, old lady. But yeah, I thought we just do mix it up a little bit, bring you out my kitchen. Like I said, it's not very exciting. Nothing fancy, but it's my home, so I'm okay with it. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing okay. Hearing a lot of different things. Not so much big news in the Summer Wells case, but just that, you know, Tim Mullins, the meteor manager, is what we call him, the meteor manager for Don and Candace. He's really putting on a campaign, trying to get those boys back for Don, and accusing the CPS and accusing them of kidnapping, and posting this on social media. And there is a gag order. The judge has set a gag order, and they're not supposed to be talking about the boys like that. But they're, you know, even showing pictures. And, you know, if somebody has adopted those children, or if they're going to be adopted, they might not be very happy with Don and Candace and Tim Mullins doing this. I hope the judge gets mad at them for violating the gag order. Also, you know, I want to say this to these channels that, you know, they complain or they'll whine and say, these creators will complain and whine and say, oh, so-and-so's bullying me, so-and-so's bothering me. You know, don't harass other people. And you usually won't get it back if you leave people alone, okay? So if you're a creator out there, and if you're doxing people or talking bad about another creator, spreading rumors, spreading lies, if somebody calls you out, don't be doxing people. I heard this girl creator, she's mad at like Tiffany and Benny, and she's telling people how to grab people's whatever it's called, your number on your, you know, screen, whatever, for your website, your web page, I don't know. I just think it's the URL, but I just think it's ridiculous. You don't need to dox people, and you don't need to bully others or try to smear someone's name on YouTube. You know, people have a right to watch whatever they want to watch. And I know, like, with my subs here, with all of my wonderful viewers here, I know that you guys are smart enough and you can make your own decisions on who to watch. Nobody has to tell you that. And you also know who the good people are and who the bad people are. We don't have to tell you that or slam somebody or, whatever. We don't have to do that. So if you don't want to be bothered, leave other creators alone and don't join in. I don't know if you noticed, but if you've been following the Summer Wells case and you follow some of these creators, you'll notice that certain ones will band together. They'll stick together. Seriously. They'll all join in, and then they'll all, like, get together and bully other creators or whoever, is ticking them off for that day. But, I am really, really tired of 2 years of a bunch of bull crap, and, I don't really know if I want to stay on here much longer on YouTube because it's so depressing. You can't put anything on YouTube. People will pick it apart. The reason that I don't really want, I think you can kind of see me in my window there. Hi, I'm saying hi to you. But I don't really want, I don't like photos of myself. And I don't really like anybody take pictures of me. And it's weird doing a live video for me. And, but, people start scrutinizing and talking about your every flaw or, and I hate that kind of bullying. And so I'm not going to put myself out there, expose myself, and neither should you. And I want to talk to my viewers about a few things. Now, these girls, I don't remember what city it happened in, but it was just like yesterday or the day before. These girls got some money, and they had a big wad of money in their hand, and they had diamond rings on their fingers, and they were flashing this on their Facebook or their Instagram. And these 3 young guys, did a home invasion and robbed, and I don't know if they killed the person or what, but it's very scary. So here's a wise tip for many of you. Don't put your personal information out there. Like, don't get so personal. Don't tell people when you're going away. Don't tell people if you're, don't put your kids out there, your minor children, on YouTube. You don't even know how many people I've seen on YouTube. Well, it's a good thing. Like Ruby Franks with her kids, she was caught, being abusive to her kids and her partner, Jody Hildebrandt. Well, these YouTubers think it's okay to subject their children and invade their privacy and get money off of views by their kids. But they're invading their kids' privacy. How embarrassing would that be? Like Ruby Frankie's kids said that they didn't have any friends. Imagine your mom is taking video of you shaving your legs in the tub. Imagine what your friends in high school would say to you. I mean, come on, give me a dang break. That's wrong. So anyways, all these children are being exploited, but it also subjects you to being reported to protective services. There was just a lady, mom of 8 kids or whatever, mom of 8. Her husband passed away, and I don't know, people accused her of trying to get attention and trying to make money off YouTube. I have no idea if she really is or what the situation is, okay? But her kids are up at 2 in the morning. It just looks like a crazy household. And I'm not trying to judge her. I don't even know the whole story, okay? So I'm not going to get into it. But the thing is that all these YouTubers call protective services on her, a well-being check, a welfare check, all this stuff, and call the police. And so you subject yourself if you want to, tell people about your kids or all your life. And another thing, women don't put on Facebook or Instagram that you're leaving for work, you're going on a trip. Number one, don't tell your family where you are, but don't be telling strangers in the whole world where you're going. You know, what if Libby and Abby, what if somebody was watching them from the Delphi, Indiana case? What if, because we know that Keegan Klein was watching on Instagram and talking to them. But I'm saying, don't put on there that you're going to the bridge and you're going to you take pictures of yourself and what time you're there. Wait till you get home. Like if you're going to go on a trip and post a bunch of pictures, like you went on vacation, you wanted to post them on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever the heck. Wait until you're home. People will rob you if they know that you're gone, if you announce this to people all the time. Single women in general, and girls should be very careful. And I think you should always tell somebody where you're going. I don't care how old you are, because these days are bad. But I think you should be careful, because you just don't know if somebody would rob you, if somebody would hurt you. And just be on the cautious side. And, I take this advice myself because, it's easy just to talk about everything and about our lives, so nonchalantly on YouTube and share things that people really don't need to know. So, yeah, anyways, I see, and I also wanted to say that the boy in the box, the boy that was locked in a room in the garage in Florida, wasn't allowed, no window, wasn't allowed to have an air conditioner, got punished when he, did turn it on, got screamed at, hollered at, never given no love. Well, that father he was found guilty by a jury. He hasn't been sentenced yet, but he refused a plea deal of only 24 months and decided he wanted to be so cocky and go to court. And it was just terrible. Like I said, I don't care who you are. You cannot confine another human being and treat him like worse than a dog. Like I don't even treat my dog like these people treated their son. And I don't care if he had bad behaviors. If I had parents like these, I would be a very bad child. I would be acting up and really, seriously. So, anyways, I'm trying to move my camera around here so you're not completely bored with the view. But anyways, yeah. My dog is calm and I'm glad, and he's laying down, so I'm very grateful tonight. So anyways, Tim Mullen's out there pulling this kind of crap, and Don Wells. And what really aggravates me, I'm sorry, is that women who call Don Wells, text Don Wells, who send pictures to him, who make videos and tell Don that Candace is controlling him or Candace is at fault. Candace won't let you talk to me, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but it really looks like it seems to me, just in my opinion, and I'm not trying to be ignorant, but it seems to me that these women are quite obsessed with Don Wells, and I have no idea why. He doesn't do anything for me, and I just can't see what somebody would see in him. But I think women need to remember, I think you women need to remember out there that you're not Don Wells' type. He likes women, girls from a certain age group. Okay? You're not his type. He's not attracted to you. So, I'll leave it at that. But I think it's gross. And to me, it's evident, and that's just my opinion, and I'm just expressing it. And I'm not trying to spread no hate to anyone anywhere, okay? I can't believe some of the things that people watch. It seems like the more drama, the more lies, the more fighting. A lot of people love that, and they stream to that kind of nonsense. And I just can't. I can't. You guys, it's just too much. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you too. Hold on. Look at this. I got this really pretty silver tray. And I like them because, like, if you spill flour or sugar, I can just take the whole tray. And I don't know if you can see, but I have one by my coffee pot, too. And I got this little light warmer from the thrift store. But yeah, I don't care. It's not really that I'm a cheapo. It's just that why not? Why not get stuff for a deal? You know what I mean? My husband worked for the railroad. He was a train engineer. He drove trains for a living. He's retired, and I'm retired. And I used to be a city clerk, so I'm saying that I'm not really hurting or having a hard time. We're not great. We're not but I'm saying we have everything we need, and we're happy with what we have, and we're grateful for what we have. I mean, I just thank God every day for all my blessings. I don't celebrate Halloween. I do, however. I love the fall. I got pumpkins on my tablecloth. I love the fall and the harvest time. And, it's just a really interesting thoughts about, and I know some of you probably aren't religious, but if you don't know this, there were feasts that the Jewish people kept. And the feast of the harvest, of tabernacles, at the end of the harvest, Jesus makes reference to the end of the harvest, that he will separate the wheat from the chaff, and he will blow away the chaff, and separate evil from good. And he talks about the gathering, in that he said in the Bible, don't say there's many months until harvest. And he said, look on the fields. They're already ripe for harvest. And we are in a time of harvest. And I do believe, it is my personal belief, that Jesus will come again. I do not know when that will be, but that is my belief system. I believe in God, and I'm not quite sure sometimes if I should stop doing, like missing children, talking about that, and just do like a religious Christian channel, or if I should just keep going. I don't know. I mean, I know I don't, It's taken me forever just to get as many subscribers as I have. I haven't had a lot of support from other creators, and I try to support all of them seriously. I try to make comments, nice comments, and view their videos. I don't know if anybody really, many of them view mine or will promote my channel, but that's okay, seriously. I told you guys many times I'm not really here so that you'll just like me for the clicks and views, or for money. And I know that YouTube is a great place, I guess, for people to make money. But now they have new tax laws. I hope people are aware of them. Something about if you make over $600, you got to report that. And you got to do taxes for all this money. And believe me, you want to make sure that everything's on the up and up with the money you make off of YouTube, because they'll come back after you and they'll charge you interest, and it'll be a lot if you have to repay them back. So it's just a little helpful hint there. My opinion is that I don't believe that Don and Candace are going to get the boys back. And I think that's why this is such a desperate behavior coming from Tim and Don and Candace, and they're trying to straighten up. They've been sober, I guess, supposedly. They've been sober, and, they're talking all about how they want their boys back. Well, I'm not really sure that they could ever... they still have a child that's missing, and there's still a suspect in her disappearance. They have not been cleared by the police, so there's no way. But I do think that they're gonna, take away all their rights as parents, and I think that was supposed to happen, wasn't it supposed to happen, this week or next week? So, they gotta go to court. Also, oh boy, I'm sure there's plenty of things to talk about. People are getting over Hunter, talking about Hunter and Candace, and we all know, you guys, that Candace was inappropriate with Hunter. We know that they had a more than just a friendly relationship. And that's on her. I don't know if she'll get charged with this or not. I don't know how much of it is a part of the CPS case. We don't even know. We do not know everything, because this is an open investigation and an open CPS case. So we do not know what all they have in their CPS case, or what it says about Candace and Hunter. But I had heard before that was part of the CPS case, Candace and Hunter being inappropriate in front of the kids. So we don't know if that's an actual fact until this comes to court. We won't know a whole lot more, because it doesn't look like Don and Candace want to talk about anything, really. They don't want to discuss that day, June 15th, or whatever day. We know it had to be June 15th. Supposedly someone's seen Summer. I don't know. You can't trust a lot of these people. Look at Suzanne Morphew. Barry didn't report her missing until Mother's Day, but actually she was not alive, I think, Friday night. Or, no, not Friday night. Saturday afternoon, maybe. Friday, Saturday afternoon. So you cannot, according to his, to the records, it's what it looks like, is that she was not alive, and that he was making those texts on her computer or her phone. He was friend requesting all these guys on Facebook. He did that. She was no longer around, you guys. And, I just want to say this, that domestic abuse in a family is like the number one killer in a home. And it is also one of the biggest reasons that people get their children taken away from them. And I don't understand why Don doesn't understand, or Candace. Maybe Candace does understand, but Don doesn't seem to understand, or Tim Mullins, that you cannot fight with your wife, knock her around, have the police come, get arrested, have your wife do a restraining order against you, say she's fearful for her and her kids' safety. I mean, for their life. Come on. I'm telling you, protective services will go in there and you either leave that person who is domestically abusing you and never have them around your kids, which that is probably one of the orders that Don broke. Because think about it, Dudley said that Don would not go home until late, and sometimes he would stay at the places that he was fixing up because CPS was going to be over there, and he couldn't be there, and neither could Grandis. She couldn't even talk to the kids, as far as I know. And this whole day with Grandis and her taking a nap, Candace doesn't want to put that in her story, and neither does Don. But that was definitely, Grandis shared that little tidbit that she was napping, that when they came home she napped. So, I mean, it seems kind of convenient that she took a nap, but I don't know if Grandis had anything to do with this. She might know the details of what went on. Very big possibility. But yeah, that story always bugged me, that she takes a nap. And all this stuff goes down. You know what? Oh man, I just lost my thought there for a minute. I don't know. It wasn't about Grandis. I don't know. But I do think that trouble's coming their way for Don and Candace. I just don't know when. Every excuse that Don, I don't know why Cher even bothers on Voices Behind the Wall, because she tries to clear up stuff and then it's not really cleared up. Don never clears nothing up, and neither does Candace. Tim Mullins could very well be a suspect in this case, in Summer's disappearance. It's very weird, his behaviors and his actions. And I want to tell you, I will tell you my main suspects in the Summer Wells case. My number one suspect is Don Wells, and then it's Candace. Could be Grandis, but she has never really been, even though she has a missing daughter. But I do believe she knows something. We have Jody Sue's son, and I know he's in the military, Army, Air Force, Marines, whatever he's in, and good for him. I'm glad for him. But he was creeping around after Summer went missing. A lot of people were there and around Summer Wells' house, visiting the Wells after she went missing. And Damien was creeping around the property, and Jody Sue had to hurry up and run into, drive in the driveway and say, oh, he was just checking the mail. Well, checking the mail. why would he be checking the mail over behind Don and Candace's house? So, I'm not saying that he did something to Summer Wells, but he could very well be a big suspect. He's suspicious to me. So is Andy, her ex. So is Fred Hill, suspicious to me. And Jody Sue Brown herself is a bit suspicious to me. And Tim Mullins. I have a hard time. I wouldn't have a hard time thinking that maybe, maybe something did happen when Hunter was around. But the thing is, we know that he had a doctor's appointment. According to everybody, he had a doctor's appointment when Candace dropped him off that he went to for something for school, physical or something. And he also went to a game, and people seen him there, and Candace called him there around 7 o'clock and told him that Summer was missing. Like 7 at night. And, Hunter and his mother and Leslie all believe, and True, all believe that Candace and Don had something to do with this. That they did something to Summer. And you might say, well, they're enemies of Don and Candace or whatever. What kind of reason are you really going to say this about somebody if you don't really feel that in your heart? I'm sorry. People don't just say things just to say them. They really don't. Unless you're Don and Candace Wells and you say things sometimes that just to say things and you don't make no sense. But whatever. I digress there because there's no point. Because Don and Candace, to me, are the main suspects in this case. And also, I suspect Jackie Dobbs. So all those people, I wish the TBI would definitely clear, the ones that, for sure. Because I really haven't heard them clear anyone. And Jackie Dobbs said he was cleared and he talked to the FBI, but I have never heard the police say that. They keep saying that everyone is still a suspect. Everyone around or that has been involved in Summer Wells' life case. I don't know. So, but there's really not a lot of big information, so it's not like I really struggle here because there's not a whole lot to give to you in the Summer Wells case, and I'm just not gonna put something out just for, just to make something out of it for clicks and views. I'm disgusted the way people I'm sorry, the way this drama and this circus and this chaos has gone on in the Summer Wells case, in the true crime community. It's like, really, nonstop fighting. I can't take it. Or somebody yelling at somebody. And I think Bob Green from Bob Wayward, Spirits or something. He cracks me up, you guys. If he's got something to say, boy, he gets on there and he says it and he tells it like it is. And if he's ticked off at you, he don't really hold nothing back. He was ticked off at Cher, and rightly so. Well, not ticked off, but he's told her how nasty that looked. And he gets ticked off at Prayer Garden sometimes. And he'll go off about that, and that cracks me up. And, I love Prayer Garden. She's all right. But she's over there just to swearing up a storm, or getting mad at somebody, or she cracks me up. if you like a lot of hecticness or craziness going on, then those kind of things are your channel for you. But I can't really watch too much of it, you guys, and I have to take a break because I start not wanting to do nothing. I got a lot of work that always needs to be done. I always got a house to clean. I always got dishes to do, laundry to do, floors to sweep, meals to cook. I cook a big meal usually every day for my family. And so, when you cook, you got a lot of dishes to do. So, yeah, I tried to make no-bake cookies tonight. And normally, they turn out really good. But then they failed on me the other day, so I thought, well, I'll look up a recipe on Pinterest. So I did. And their recipe really, the one I looked up sucked because the cookies turned out so dry. I think they were cooked too long, is all I'm saying. The chocolate. So I don't know. If you have the perfect, right down to the mark and you get them perfect every time, let me know. Leave your recipe in the comment and let me know. Do you guys like to thrift store, or do you like to make crafts or do things? I make a lot of crafts, really. I don't know if you can kind of see up there. I made some sun catchers. I don't know if you can really see it, but I made a bunch of them. I actually sent one to Nature Videos with Sheila. I sent her and her husband one, and just to be nice, just to send her a present. I think she liked them. I don't know. They're not that fantastic, and I'm not the best craft maker, but I try. Okay, and I enjoy it, so that's all that matters. But yeah, I told you, somebody said to me, okay, well, your dog's really annoying and it made too much noise, so bye. I'm out of here. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't control everything in life. I can't make everybody happy all the time. Okay? But yeah, I do try to keep up on the Summer Wells case, and I try to watch everything, really, you guys, as much as I can, when I can. Sometimes it's hard to keep up, but with the drama, anyways. But it could just be too much on me. Seriously, I don't know about you guys, but it just gets tiring and old listening to the same old crap every day, I would like Summer Wells to be found so that she can have justice. I'm praying for her all the time. And I'm praying Suzanne Morphew gets justice. And also, I'm praying that Maya gets justice. That trial with Maya, Protective Services went way overboard. They overreached their positions. They tried to make her family, her mother, they accused the mother of Munchausen by proxy, of trying to medically abuse her daughter, took the daughter away from her at Johns Hopkins Hospital, University. And, this poor girl, she was only 10 years old, and they didn't want to believe that she had this CRPS, whatever you call it, chronic regional pain syndrome. And I guess it's really bad. And it's interesting that I watch Melanie Little, and she's an attorney, and she does like her take on the trial and gives her opinion. And I love that because, you know, I see a lot of people that come out and say that they have the same kind of chronic pain in their body and how horrible it is. But it's very sad that protective services overstepped their bounds, and the mother, Maya's mother, ended up unaliving herself because she was so distraught over this whole thing. And it was wrong. Everything they did was wrong. And we see this a lot in protective services. And, Don and Candace and Tim Mullins, you guys are making a joke out of it because, we want protective services to protect our kids, and at the same time, we don't want them to overstep their bounds either and do what's wrong and come, not right by the kids. If they're not failing the kids by not taking them out of the home, then they're failing them by overstepping their bounds and hurting a lot of families in the process because their stuff is bullcrap sometimes. But I don't believe that's the case in the Wells family because, you guys, we've heard from many people that they have multiple CPS complaints against them. Multiple people called child support on them. Not child support, child protective services on them. And of course, they're not going to tell you that. And they're going to deny it. And they don't want to tell you about all that stuff, no. And even Candace's friend, Kathy, she said, why don't you show why, stuff with the kids. But, no, Candace didn't. Candace turned on her friend Kathy, just like she did with a lot of other people. She uses them, and that's just what they're going to do to Daisy, too. They're just going to use her for as long as they can use her, and then they'll be done with her. So, and I'm not trying to say that in a mean spirit. I'm just telling you the truth. Because you can know the truth and you can know how a situation or a person's going to be by past history. I don't care. If they're always being a certain way, then you know that they are that way. If somebody steals from you or uses you or treats you like crap all the time, you know that's their behavior and you know that's their history. Well, people usually don't change at this age in life. And any woman who thinks she can change a man, or man who thinks he can change a woman, you're in denial because you cannot change anyone. And if Don and Candace have not straightened up by now, there's probably a good chance that they're not going to. And what I'm saying here, I'm not sending any hate out there, okay? You wish that they would do the right thing, and if they are responsible, which I believe they are, that's just my opinion. You guys, some of you believe that it's somebody completely different, and I'm not going to judge you for that. You have your own suspects, and you believe what you believe about the situation. But I believe what I believe. But everybody's innocent until proven guilty, so. And anyways, I don't know. There's just a bunch of craziness. Will you please let me know in the comment section if you want me to continue to have my little chats about the Summer Wells case, or if you think I should do something else, some other, platform, I really do want to do a spiritual one too, but I don't know if I'll get very many people to come and listen. And sometimes you don't want to do stuff if nobody's going to listen, right? Like, you don't just want to be out here talking to yourself, doing nothing. So, no. I'm grabbing a piece of candy. I thought this was the cutest little, I love this little canister here. I got this at the thrift store too. I think it was like $1. But look at all the well, I got a wrapper in there, a couple wrappers, but look at all the candy in there. It helps me to have a little bit of candy because it saves me from eating donuts, cookies. So having a little piece of candy once, a little lifesaver, or a little Tootsie Roll seems to do the fix, so I'm not stuffing myself on a bunch of fattening things. But, I love you guys. I know a lot of people are worried about the war in Israel, but, my faith is that, God is going to perform his will. He is in control. The Bible says he who watches over Israel neither slumbers nor sleep. And he sets up watchmen, people who will pray for Israel. But whatever happens and whatever comes to be is all the will of God. And it's already been planned, and it was already prophesied. And we have to surrender to what the will of God is for our life. And if this is like the big deal, the big war, well then, praise God, we'll be going to be with Jesus. And if it's not, well, we'll wait. Keep on waiting for his return. And so, till he gathers his wheat, his people. I know a lot of people think it's weird to believe, or they don't like believers, but I believe that all people are born with a conscience of sin, of right and wrong. I had 4 babies, 4 children, and trust me, they know right from wrong, and they know when they're doing bad. And even our pets, my dog knows when my puppy knows when he's acting up. And I think we all have that conscience within us, and we know that there's no excuse, even though people might want to not, maybe they don't want to admit it. But I believe that all people know there's a creator who created all things. And they might want to fight about it, deny it, but most people do cry out to God when they're in trouble or they're having problems. So, we just have to trust whatever goes on in the world is according to God's will, and that's it. And we don't have to worry. And whatever happens in Summerwell's case is going to happen. And I'm praying that it doesn't take long. I'm praying a grand jury indicts somebody here pretty soon. The police don't always give you information or tell you stuff that's going on because they don't want to ruin their case. And they're not going to talk much about Suzanne Morphew's case until they get it all together and they get all the information. And I really pray that she gets justice too. I pray all these people get justice, And I pray for all of you. I hope you all do well. this week, that you have a great week, that you know that you're loved and that God loves you and that you're not alone. And I hope that you know that there's still a lot of fun things to do in life, and you can do wonderful things. You can fix up your house, you can create crafts, you can do all sorts of things. There's so many possibilities. You can dry some fall flowers now. These are mostly spring flowers, and summer flowers, but you can still find some fall flowers to dry. And to have in your home a more natural, instead of everything fake and artificial. So anyways, you guys, I know there wasn't much I could say about Summer Wells. It's just, there's nothing much to say. We gotta wait and see when Don and Candace go to court. Hopefully we hear what happens from someone. I would like to, but I'm not holding my breath. I mean, Don and Candace have not really told us much truth or told us anything so far. So, and I still think they got the wrong guy in the Delphi case, Delphi, Indiana. So, but I've gone way too long because I've already been on here an hour and I've probably bored you guys, but I just wanted to say hi, just to do a little check-in, tell you I love you, tell you I'm still thinking about Summer Wells, praying for her. And if you know any information about Summer Moon Utah Wells, look on my community page. There are pictures of her, photos of her missing. She's been missing since June 15th from Rogersville, Tennessee. June 15th of 2021. She's been missing for 2 years. And she needs your help finding her. So if you know anything, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. And everybody, all my viewers, have a blessed day. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think I should do with my channel or what I should be talking about. I need your ideas and input. Let me know if you make crafts or do anything like that or like to go to the thrift stores. Yeah, I love your comments, you guys. So hit the like button. If you do, then or if you comment, it pushes the algorithm so other people can see my videos too. So you can help me. So anyways, you guys have a blessed week. I love you and take care. Bye.